Hey y'all, this is CraftCare episode 2, months and months and months later, after I did my first one. I just got into a funk and just wasn't really in the mood to record things or talk a lot, I think. And also was really busy. I have had an abundance of freelance projects, and my contract work was kind of taking up a lot of my space and time and energy. But I have been doing a lot of mending, so that's kind of the topic, the idea of this little episode today is mending, and kind of how it feels at conflict with the world around us, of being efficient and getting things done, and kind of, we're in this culture of just replace it if it's broken because it's quicker, you don't have time. I have really been intentionally trying to work less than I used to. I used to have a full-time position. I have been making strides to reduce that in my life because mending, making, cooking, growing your own food, all these things that I find really healthy in my own life and are more sustainable ways of living are time intensive. So you kind of feel, I feel I get really worked up about that because I feel like I'm not doing enough and I'm not getting enough done, and I really it is really linked to that overarching like kind of consumerist capitalist frame of mind that we have and our culture that is all around us. So when you're taking these strides to do things that are a little more mindful, to slow down, to work in ways that are maybe not the most efficient because they're individual actions and they're time consuming, it's challenging. It's really easy to kind of beat yourself up, and not think that you're doing enough or that you're not getting things done, or all of these mind games that we play with ourselves. And I'm working on it. I don't have a solution to like how to avoid those feelings completely. It definitely helps that I am surrounding myself with people, and the media that I consume and the things that I'm reading help kind of affirm like it's okay to do things in a slower way, and it's okay to not just go for the quick easy solution, and it's okay if you have men's on your clothes instead of just replacing or buying. Um, all of these things are okay, and I want to honor that in my own life and encourage other people to do that too. And I'm in a place of privilege where I can do that, where I don't need to work all of the time, because financially we're making it. But it's also, I don't buy a lot of things, and I try to be minimal in my spending and be thoughtful about what I am spending money on. Granted, I'm not cheap in all aspects of my life. I really like good food and I really like good beer, so that can be a little spendy, but that's where I want to kind of put my money towards those things, and the rest is kind of like, well, if it works, it's fine. And yeah, I just kind of trailed off there. Um, it's just really hard, and I just want to like say that out loud more, because I do kind of get in my own head and I worry about it, and I worry about not getting enough things done or not making enough money or not being where I feel like I should be. But that's not the path that I've chosen. And if I was continuing on that path of just solely focusing on money, I would be very unhappy. I've never really bought into it wholly. I got a full-time job out of school because that's what I was supposed to do. And I did it for 13 years. And it allowed me to save some money, but I also didn't fall into the trap of trying to keep up with people or having the nicest things. The car I own with my partner is from 2003. We bought it a while ago, and we share a car as a couple. And that's way easier. It's less money, and I'd rather be on my bike or on foot. And there's so many little decisions I've made in my own life to make that possible. And it took time. So when I'm feeling stuck or when I'm feeling like I'm not enough, I need to remind myself that all of these things take time, and that's okay. It's perfectly all right. So if you're kind of on your own journey of restructuring and maybe things don't sit right with you and you feel like you have a need to maybe make things or slow down, I want to encourage you to do that. And I hope that you have the resources to do that. Like I said, I know that's not possible for everyone, and that, really breaks my heart. And all the more reason to kind of pay attention to what's happening locally around you and get engaged and vote. And look for those candidates who are running on a platform that speak to your values. So yeah, that's my little PSA for the day. I hope you're all doing well. For those of us that are in Wisconsin and in northern parts, I hope that the snow is not overwhelming you. I'm a little tired of shoveling, but it's okay. Yeah, so be well, take care, and slow down.